Hi, families. I just wanted to take a couple minutes to talk about the virtual schedule in a little bit more detail. I was so excited to meet some of you at the Chromebook pickup. That was really great. And you probably saw this, and I would imagine have a little bit of questions about it. So I want to go over it a little bit more in detail. So first of all, I want to say that this is going to be really different from the spring. In the spring, obviously, we kind of all had about one day to prepare when we shut down, and everybody just kind of did the best they could. This year, since we've had a lot more planning time, there's it's going to be a little bit more complex for us, and hopefully not for you. So, what I want to talk about first is first thing in the morning. There will be morning announcements. Now, this will be posted as a video on Google Classroom. If you have not, if you're not familiar with Google Classroom from this spring, please Dojo message me so that I can kind of talk you through it. But most of you should know how to use it since we all used it last year when we shut down. So that will be, as you see over here, independent. Okay, so then first thing in the morning, too, the students will have specials. Now, this is going to be live. There will be a Meet link at the top. Actually, there will be a link provided by the specials teachers under their classwork for specials. So that's the other thing I should have brought up earlier. Sorry. All your child will only have to go into my classroom. Last year we had the students going into specials and then maybe Title One and this and that, and we felt like it was a little too confusing. So the specials teachers will be coming into my Google Classroom to hopefully simplify it for you and for your child. Okay, so next is basically a big math block. Do you see how this says live, and then independent teacher will be available? That means that I am going to be on the computer with them basically the whole time unless we finish a little bit early. Um, all you have to do is make sure that they click on the Meet link at the top of Google Classroom. And if that becomes an issue and you're not sure where it is, it's okay because the monitoring system that we use, I can actually push the link to your child if they did not join the link. So I'm going to try really hard to make this as simple as possible for you guys. So then that will be math. So we're going to do some math fluency, like facts and things together. Then we're going to do the whole group lesson. And then I'm going to let them work on the math workbook that was in their bag with the Chromebook. Now, in the beginning of the year, we'll definitely be doing a lot of that together. And then we'll kind of build on them working more independently. That's why this says independent teacher will be available. I'm still going to be on there. So if they have questions or whatever, I'm still going to be available. Then we're going to go right into reading. We may take a little like dance break in between or whatever, but we're going to kind of just keep going. So for reading group and phonics, it's going to be really, really important that they are on because we're going to be doing all kinds of different things. Please just kind of make sure they have all their supplies that I put in the bag nearby, and let's try and make sure that they're somewhere quiet because I don't know if you know, but when there's background noise on these meets, everybody can hear it. So we want to make sure that they can have a spot that's pretty quiet. Sometimes the headphones with the microphones work really well if that's something that you could provide for your child. It would be helpful, but a quiet room also will work. For phonics, there's a page protector thing in there with there's like a white piece of paper on one side and another color on the other side. That's what they're going to use as their whiteboard, and we're going to use that a lot for phonics. I also gave them some whiteboard markers. So then they have a nice big break here, lunch and recess. I want them to eat. I want them to play, go do something, get away from the screen. And then if you could just kind of help them get back on around 1:15, I will again just take over. So we're going to have Madison meeting. This is more about like our social skills and team building and things like that. Then we're going to go in a guided reading group. And I really want to talk about this for a second because it looks confusing, but I promise it's not. For now, all of them will be getting on during that time because obviously I don't know all of their reading levels just yet because we haven't started yet. So what I'll be doing is kind of some assessments and things like that, and I will be doing some of it with all of them and some of them individually. I will kind of figure that out and I'll take care of all that. Once I actually have the reading group set, I will contact you and let you know like what time their guided reading group is. Again, I can push out that meet link to them if they're having trouble remembering what time to get on. So I will try and help you the best I can. And then after that, we will be doing whole group writing together. Oh, shoot, sorry. Now, oh, technology. Now, at the end of the day, what we're going to what we'll have, it just says family time, wrap up. Basically, what this is going to be is this a kind of a time for the students to ask me any questions, share anything. That's what we usually do during a regular school day. We kind of pack up, sit on the rug maybe together, talk about the day, ask any questions. Just a nice way to kind of wrap up a day. My goal is to make this feel like real school as much as possible because it is. It just looks different. And so being with them on the computer a lot and kind of having this structure and this routine is what I'm hoping is will make this more successful for them. So I know that this sounds like a lot, but I think once we kind of get in the routine of it, it'll get easier, and I'll be on there most of the time. I will do the teaching. All I'm really asking from you is help with the monitoring, make sure that they're getting on. um, Sometimes we had students in the spring where if they were like, "No, this is too hard," they were just clicking out of the Meet link. We can't have that happen. We really need to make sure that they are there in school and learning. If that's something that's happening and you're not aware of it, I will let you know. I'm not going to let anybody fall behind, but it will take a lot of teamwork, and hopefully we'll be moving to hybrid soon. We will see. And I'll get to actually be with them in person. But for now, let's just work really hard together and try and make this as successful as possible. So if you have any more questions, please don't hesitate to ask, because I'm sure there is something that I forgot to say, and other people might have the same question. So just comment, and I'll get right back to you. All right, take care.